Most people think the richest people on Earth are living in endless luxury, private jets, mansions, yachts, and designer clothes. But here's the truth. The wealthiest people aren't who you think they are. In fact, the way they live, think, and build their fortunes is the exact opposite of what most people assume. And by the end of this video, you might start seeing money in a whole new way. Let's start with Warren Buffett. With a net worth of over $100 billion, you'd expect him to live in a futuristic mega mansion. Instead, he still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for just $31,000. He doesn't own a yacht, rarely travels on private jets, and even jokes about how he still enjoys eating McDonald's for breakfast. Why? Because Buffett understands that wealth isn't about spending, it's about control. He doesn't waste money on status symbols because he knows that real wealth comes from making smart financial decisions, not showing off. And he's not alone. Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest men in the world, could afford any designer brand. Yet he wears the same plain gray t-shirt and jeans every day. Why? Because billionaires don't want to waste time making small decisions. They optimize their lives for efficiency, not extravagance. This is something you'll notice with many of the world's richest individuals. They don't chase luxury, they chase systems and habits that keep them growing. But here's something even crazier. Most billionaires don't actually have billions sitting in cash. If Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or Bernard Arnault wanted to withdraw all their money from the bank, they couldn't. Why? Because their wealth isn't in cash, it's tied up in stocks, businesses, and appreciating assets. Unlike most people, the rich understand that money loses value when it sits still. They invest, reinvest, and use leverage to grow their wealth even faster. That's why while an average person might save money in a bank account, the ultra-rich are buying real estate, stocks, and companies that continue to generate wealth even while they sleep. And speaking of working, here's another myth. Do billionaires work harder than everyone else? Not exactly. In fact, many of them actually work less than you think. They're not grinding 16 hours a day the way social media makes it seem. Instead, they delegate, automate, and leverage other people's time. They focus on big decisions and let others handle the execution. Jeff Bezos, for example, doesn't manage Amazon's day-to-day operations. He focuses on long-term strategy. The richest people understand that time is their most valuable asset, and they make sure to use it wisely. Then there's risk-taking. While most people avoid risk, billionaires embrace calculated risks. They know that real wealth comes from betting on the future. Elon Musk once put his entire fortune into Tesla and SpaceX. Even when both companies were on the verge of failure, everyone thought he was crazy. Now, he's one of the richest people on the planet. The difference is that the ultra-wealthy don't just take random risks. They take smart, well-researched risks that have the potential for massive rewards. And let's talk about lifestyle. Most people assume that billionaires live stress-free, glamorous lives, but in reality, many of them live extremely disciplined lives. They wake up early, exercise, and follow strict routines. They avoid distractions and surround themselves with other high achievers. Instead of wasting time on social media or binge-watching TV, they read, learn, and think strategically. Bill Gates reads over 50 books a year. Elon Musk works 100 hours a week. They're constantly expanding their knowledge because they understand that the real key to wealth isn't just money, it's information and execution. So, here's the shocking truth. The wealthiest people don't look rich, don't act rich, and don't think like the average person. They don't spend on flashy things. They don't waste time on meaningless decisions. They don't work themselves to exhaustion. They work smart. They understand money differently. Instead of spending, they invest. Instead of playing it safe, They bet on the future.